First my name pay, I can go to my child, right? So I say, I'm Money Candy here to see my child. That's how I talk. Does anyone know where Money Candy child is? So I look, I say, what? She said, they can't find. What's good, my YouTube family? It's a girl Money. For those who don't know me, I am Monique and welcome to my channel. If you're new to this platform, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification button to get notified whenever I post. Y'all see the title, y'all know what I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about my birth story. Y'all been asking for this story time, and I'm here to give y'all the raw detail. Before we proceed further into this video, I want y'all to go down into my description and go and subscribe to my cover channel at Journey of M&M. There will be a video over there, a new video I got drop, so you can go over there and go watch it. Y'all can go over to our platforms, or Instagram platforms, or TikTok platforms. The link will also be down in the description. Let's get straight on to story time. It was the 29th of September, and I was getting ready to go down to the Spanish hospital because I was booked the 30th to do a surgery, right? When we reach at the hospital, do the usual, I sign up my name, I do my checkups, I did a urine test, everything like that. Everything was okay, nothing ever wrong. And then for give me a bed now, for go prep me up for surgery the 30th. It took me so long to get a bed. We reached at the Spanish hospital in the 1 o'clock or the 2 o'clock bells, and I wait down in the night till me get a bed. When I finally get my bed now, we'll go up to this ward. I don't remember what that ward called, right? But we'll go up to the ward there, and they asked me for they stuff them with the baby that. But when the baby born, they want the baby receiver, the baby diaper. They look usual stuff there, so I give them that, and them show me to my bed when I go sleep on, so I go on that bed. So the nurse who's in charge of the ward told me that as 4 o'clock in the morning touch, I must go to the bathroom, urinate in a 1 cup, and go to her, give her the urine, check my temperature and everything, because at the 30th of September I'm gonna do my surgery, right? She did also say I must eat nothing in the night. As it touched 10 o'clock, at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock, as it touched 10 o'clock, I must eat nothing until a morning. So I never eat nothing the 29th of September, right? When it touched the 30th of September, 4 o'clock bells, I get up, I go to the bathroom, I urine in the cup, I peep in the cup, and I go back to the nurse, I make sure do my temperature check, everything like that. And then she tell me I must get ready because I soon go down for do my surgery, right? And guys, let me tell you this, I was so hungry because I never did eat nothing the night, the 29th, because they told me that I can't eat anything because I'll be doing a surgery the 30th, right? When the doctors then come to me now, they said I'm gonna change my surgery date. I'm gonna tell you, I did vex and I did happy. Reason being why I did vex is because I couldn't sleep and I did hungry, right? And then when it reached the 30th of September, then said, but I'm not doing a surgery after one time, me still, and then they give me the opinion, and they ready to say, but I couldn't eat nothing and blah blah blah. Anyways, so when they say, but when they say, but I not do the surgery the 30th, that is when I tell them say I was scheduled to do that surgery. They said I'm not about to do it. So I did happy because my baby was to be born in October. Per October. So I did happy for the part there, right? When all that happened now, so I asked them if I can eat now, because God know food got the on girl mind. Because I did want to eat. Food up on my mind. So they say yes, I can eat now because I'm going to do surgery on the 1st of October. The 1st of October, they said them I do my surgery, right? So some other doctors came to me and they well, not really talk, let me just put it another way. They explained to me on the types of C-section, right? You have the Jesus Christ, I don't even remember the name of them. Or you have the general C-section, and you have the, I don't even remember the one there. You have the general and the other one here. So they explained to me of the causes, like the side effects and them something there. So yes, when time them explain to me now, me start fret because them say they not gonna make me stay awake for the C-section. Them gonna make me wait. Them gonna make me be asleep because on the 30th of September I was breathing short. So cause through my asthmatic me they breathe short. So they said they're not gonna make me stay awake because that can affect the whole procedure. So I said okay, and then say it's a life and death thing. Me might come out alive, the baby might dead, the baby might come out alive, me might dead. I saw them talk like they want to scare you, understand? Then they say I have to sign a paper for me go through with the whole procedure. And me make sure I read the paper first before me sign anything because I don't want to sign nothing. I don't know what I sign say. And the whole thing is me just assign my dead contract. The reason why I call it dead contract is like me assign my own dead. If I'm going at the place I'm dead, I make assign my own dead contract. You get it? So yeah. When they finish explaining everything to me now, the person who served food, they came up to me, eat my food and everything. In the night now, when it's go head over to the 1st of October, in the night, brothers they came by to check my temperature and everything. Then push our next IV right here, so they give me some fluids so I can be alright for going to theater room. When it touched 10 o'clock in the night, September 30th, they said I can't eat anything. So I said, I'm sure I'm gonna go in the 1st of October. Then say yes. Next, I said alright. When it was the 1st of October, I have to get up about 4 o'clock again in the morning for peeping in one cup, check my temperature, everything like that. And then the nurse said she soon call me for me put on my theater gown. Then provide the gown for going to theater, right? So they make me go on more fluids. The fluids to make you build up. Cause you never eat nothing like 10 o'clock bills. They never put me on fluids. They make me not weak out or anything like that. So they put me on fluids. When the fluids them finish, the nurse call me into a room and say, "Are your time to go down to the theater room?" No. I start fret. Trust me, I start fret because I don't know what I get myself into. So I went into the room that the nurse called me. She put on a catheter, that's the pee bag. So she insert that catheter inside of me. And once, let me tell you, it was like a little pinch. It never hot, to be honest. It never hot, but it's uncomfortable. Yes, when you walk, it is very uncomfortable. And it have a little burning thing towards it. It's just because your body's not used to it being there, it's uncomfortable. So I put on my gown, I put on the catheter. Oh yeah, and if you look at chun chun want shave, even though we did shave, if a chun chun they want shave, then would shave that for you. To make when time they're ready for cut you, the ear in the day, if you mess up anything. So the nurse called the porter to carry me to the theater room. I'm fast forwarding now. When I went to the theater, they explained to me again what might happen, and they made me sign a paper again to make them go through the procedure that I'm going to do. They carried me into the theater room. It was very big. Inside was very big, and in there was very cold. And not briefing, I leave out the party area. So when time I did put on the gown, I just the gown alone I have on. I didn't have on any underwear or any bra. Nothing like that because them so much just go down there raw. Like as they did my band, I must just go down there raw. So when we reached the theater room, they placed me on a bed-like thing. You understand? And they removed the gown off me. They had this jug of water. I don't know if it's water in it or not, but it looked like water to me. So they had this jug or something, and they used their hand and just splash it on the lower area of me. And they had this a sponge. I think it's a sponge or just a clean cloth with the water that they're putting on me. Them are clean down here, so that when time they're ready to cut me, they know so everything clean. And so when them wet me up with the water, then have in your hand or anything like that, they had this big light over my head, and they placed it down. And next thing said the light I got bright, but that not go bother you for long because they soon go sleep. So Let me tell you, yes, when she tell me that, it's like it never bother me because I never know how to feel in the place. Like my body is just cold overall. And I just the coolness me there think, but never there think about anything else. And as me go in the theater room, so me there pray. Cause me want to come back out alive and with my baby alive. Like me just want everything to go through okay. So the doctor now that was going to do the procedure on me, she told me that she gonna put an next IV in my hand because the IV that I had, the first IV that I had, like it did stop wear. So they insert another IV in my hand, and then she said this needle is bigger than the other IV them where me used to. This one time she put the needle in my hand, me never feel it, and it was very big, guys. The needle was very big. So when she placed the needle in my hand, me never feel anything. Maybe the coldness caused it. And then there's this fluid with the IV attached to, like always. She said she gonna put me to sleep now, right? So she took out her injection. She took out the needle. Sorry. She took out the needle and she put the needle in the fluid. She injected the needle into the fluid, right? And it had a little burning sensation. And then they started counting down to 3. They said 3, 2, and after them said 2, my eye then closed. So you don't say 1, I'm gonna sleep. And that was it in the theater. I don't know what happened in the theater. I didn't see my baby in the theater and everything like that. I had my baby 1:31, so I went down there 12 something, and then I come back at theater at 1:31 p.m. So when they took me out now, I slept out the whole day, and they came to my bedside because they moved me and put me back to a ward, to a different ward. They moved me and they came to my bedside. They were trying to wake me for a very long time. That's what they told me, and I wasn't waking up. So the way all they get to wake me up now is like then go like this, and I start scream out, like I start bawl out, yeah, like ah, and start crying too. Next thing ask me a lot of questions like what's your name, where am I, what baby do I have. And guys, just when they ask me all of them questions, it's like I couldn't talk. Trust me, like my whole body did weak out overall, so I couldn't talk. And them so like them overdose me too much, they give it too much of the medication to make me go fall asleep and those sort of stuff. So I answer all the questions and still never get anything wrong. I answer my name correctly, I answer where I was and the gender baby that I had. So they say okay, and next thing say must sign a paper. So I say I try to talk to the man that it was a man doctor that approached me, right? So I told the man doctor say I can't sign the paper because I don't know what I'm signing and I couldn't see properly. Him say him know that, but that doesn't matter right now. I have to sign the paper. So I explained to him again, I can't sign the paper because I can't see what I'm signing. And next him said, boy, just sign the paper please. I end up signing the paper. And me doubt it, me write my name properly on that paper. So whatever I signed on that paper, I didn't know what I signed. And then he explained to me after that my baby is okay, because remember from I gave birth I didn't see my child. So he explained to me after that baby is okay, my baby is healthy. So I said why my baby is not here with me. So he explained again that he was breathing heavily. So I said okay, so where is he? He said he's at the nursery. And I asked him where's the nursery. He told me. And I couldn't get out of the bed because I still had the pee-pee bag inside of me. And I just couldn't move over because the bottom part of me did numb. Oh, we're in a fall. What's your call? So yeah. So I couldn't move over because my lower part did very numb and my foot was swollen, right? It took me the other day, like it took me October the 2nd till I could have moved because I sleep out the whole, like when I say I sleep guys, I sleep non-stop. From I giving birth and when I recover I still asleep. Them things are something wrong with me, trust me, because when me asleep them have to monitor me every minute. So it's like when I said they overdose me too much. Anyways, when it was October the 2nd now, October the 1st I sleep out everything. After the man did done talk to me everything, I go back to sleep, right? When it was October the 2nd, They came to me and they took all the catheter out of me, which is the pee bag. They took it out. They cleaned me up, and when they cleaned me up, them said must try ease up myself, like brace up myself, to have like a strength now. I can't lie down so every minute. So I try ease up myself, right? And I didn't have like a strength on me, so that wasn't bad. But the only thing was I couldn't walk yet because my foot them did swell up, but I still did walk on my swell foot then. So I sit on the bed for like a 15 minutes or so, and then I tried standing. I was feeling a bit dizzy, so I stopped. I just stand up and I hold on the bed railing, right? And I just close my eye, I'm open up my eye, I open back my eyes, and I just start walking and I'm with that. So them say, wow, you come out of surgery yesterday and you start walk already? Wow, you're strong, girl. So I start smile and think of me and say, okay, I'm not do bad then. So I did walk the second day when I did my surgery the first day, so that wasn't bad at all. So I went to the nurse, I asked the nurse if I can see my baby. She said I have to wait until like 4 o'clock in the evening. So let me tell you, so when it reached 4 o'clock, every 4 o'clock, I can't get to see him. Like every day when it touched 4 o'clock, I can't get to see him because he was at the nursery. So when it touched 4 o'clock now, I went down there. He was in a room. He didn't have on anything on him. It was just normal, right? They told me that he had on the oxygen thing on him because of his breathing, but that was off. So they said they will transfer him into the other room where I can get him because I saw a thing on his little crib like thingy. I saw a note on it say review for discharge. So I asked the nurse who was in charge of my baby, like taking care of my baby. I asked her when is my baby going to be around me. She said she don't know as yet because as you can see there's a note on his crib saying that review for discharge, so maybe he'll be with you today or tomorrow. So me glad, me get my hopes up on everything. And I just have bond with him. Then we didn't have a lot of time in there for the first time I see him. We did get plenty of time to just bond with him. Next time I set time up, I went back to my ward and I just sleep again. So it just continued till like October the 3rd. October the 3rd, I sleep out the whole day till 4 o'clock, and I went down back to the nursery. I asked them, I'm here to see my baby. I have to tell them my name before I can go in. I have to put on like a gown too. So I'm put on the gown there now. Them said they can't find my pitney. So I go to them again and next me say, I am Money Candy. Cause I have to say my name pay, I can go to my child, right? So I say, I'm Money Candy here to see my child. That's how I talk. And they said, does anyone know where Money Candy child is? So I look, I say, what? I was confused when them said that, honestly. So like I said, Miss, what did they say? She said they can't find, they don't remember where them put him. Because the room that he was in before, them transfer him to a different room. And them couldn't find him for a good while. So me start crying. Tears start coming my eye. So guys, let me just put this short clip in. Just because I say that I'm crying, I have a right to cry. Because it's my first time, and with me being a first time mom, it has been a lot of stress for me in that hospital. And the fact that when my baby was born, I didn't get any time with him to all that because every second I got nursery, blah blah blah. And the fact when I was in the nursery, they never cooperated with me properly. They never deal with me good overall. So it just did put me in a tight spot where I just have to break down and everything like that. So yeah. Then a nurse I look for me and say, boy, you have tears of ways. So I say, Miss, I have to cry because I down here I wait from how long here waiting to see my child, and I tell me say, I don't remember which part you put him. You understand? So me start crying. And every minute she has said, boy, you have tears away. So then keep on ask, where's Money Candy the child? And then the doctor that was in charge of my baby, she came to me and she said, oh, Money, come, here he is. Here he is. So he was in a last room. I went there. Then the nurse I looked at him with dirty eyes. Anyways, I'm going to the room and I watch Sheena because it is my first time and you don't know how it feel if you're gonna lose, you know. So I went to the last room. He was okay. They said that he's recovering. They just keep on reviewing to see if he's alright to come back up to me. And they must say about him a breathe normal now. Then they must tell me next thing about them gonna check him if he have pneumonia. Thank God he doesn't. He don't have pneumonia or anything like that. But let me just state this. He was in the nursery for 1 week. No, 2 weeks he did in a nursery for. Because a 2 week me did in a hospital for. So if nobody doesn't know which part me did. He did in a nursery for the whole of 2 weeks. Right? So most of the days then I couldn't get to go down there because my blood pressure was high and my dad faint every minute like that. The reason why my blood pressure was high because I was crying very often. But I stressed out myself because it was very stressing for me to see other mothers around me having their child and I don't have mine, right? So me start crying and I send up my blood pressure, then transfer me back down to the labor ward. And down there them said, no, so why your pressure so high, right? Then everybody, all the doctors and nurses come around me and then like the curtain thing with the board off you. I have a look of privacy. Then draw the curtain them. Next thing so them will give me injection. May I come? Hold on guys, coming back. Alright guys, so I'm back. He's awake. So where was I? Oh yeah. They board off the curtains them and they said that they're going to put 6 injections on my buttocks, right? 3 on this side, 3 on the next side. Because they said that it would prevent me from getting seizures. So them give me injection every hour. And yes, when I give me the injection them, it never hot at first. And then you feel a little stinging. Like it sting and then it start burn you. And when you're ready for sleep, I was afraid to go to sleep because my chest there tighten up. And then I tell them I barely could have breathe. Asthmatic. So I barely could have breathe. I called the nurse and she'd have ice on the bed for me to breathe properly. Then I fall asleep. They woke me up back for our next injection. Same thing and same thing over and over again. Until I finish take my injection them, right? When I finish take them say them are gonna keep on monitoring me until my pressure is normal. I don't even remember which day I come out of the labor ward. So when they checked me, when they reviewed me to see if my pressure is okay, everything was normal, back to normal again. And next day I must stop stress on myself and then something there. So they carried me back to the ward that I was before. And anyways, they carried me back to the ward I was before. And as I go down, hold on guys. So yeah, they carried me back to the ward I was before. And as I go up there guys, I go back downstairs to the nursery room, right? Guess what? I'm gonna go visit my baby and get my little bonding time with him and come out back. My baby father was there with me today. And trust me guys, this time I come out, I did feel fainty, right? We sat down on a seat for a couple of minutes or hours. Call it an hour, we sit down there for. And I have to go upstairs to carry down back Pampers to the nursery room, right? I was going to do that, but I couldn't manage. So the thing is that when I was ready to get up now, like me I drop back. So I'm a boyfriend that did there to support me, support me for just stand up back. Cause he did have me. I wonder if that makes sense right now. So he asked a porter to like escort me upstairs for me go rest. Because as I come out of labor ward, you see how fast I go down a nursery room that they must say, but I'm not recover properly and I go in a nursery room go look for baby. So they say must think about my health first and then them thing there. Makes me say no, I want to see him. Anyways, then carry back to the ward. As I go up there, I drop asleep till the next day. And when the next day come, it took me a long while to go down there. because they said it was like an emergency was going down there. Emergency was people putting their dead off. You understand? So yeah. So that it take a long while for go in, but that day they will never get for going because I don't want about the chaos that was going on. Anyways, the rest of the days then goes by. I went down there. My breast was leaking, so I asked him if I could breastfeed. I have to ask first before I start breastfeed, right? Because that's the reason why they took our blood samples to see if we have anything in them. So I asked them if I could breastfeed. They said yes. I breastfed him and everything like that. So when the 1 week did up and it did go over to the 2 week, now, like I kept on, me did keep on a faint way and me did keep on a sleep. So then check my blood and them say me need blood. So them are gonna give me blood. You understand? That's why I did have constant headache on top of it. So they prescribe me some pills for that. I'm barely I take them, to be honest. So them prescribed a pill for me and then give me blood. Yeah. When they give me the blood now, I was okay. And then them tell me about I will go home without my baby. I said no. It's when they tell me back, I said I'm gonna set up my pressure. I said I'm gonna set up my pressure. So I start cry and my pressure legit go up. So then said I'm gonna keep me in the hospital. I said to me, I just say thank God, because honestly it would feel comfortable to go home without him. You understand? So I was in the hospital with him for 2 weeks. So anyways, when I was there now, like I said, I stop my pressure back. Then keep on monitoring me, and then them say about them are gonna send me that down the labor ward. So I said to them, no, I'm alright man, just keep on giving me the pill then. They say, you sure? I say yes. They might ask me if I'm sure. Anyways, I'm not sure about me just say yes. Anyways, then keep on giving me the ooh, that might leak. Then keep on giving me the medications them. I took them and everything like that. So I went down to the nursery, right? I asked them, when is he coming out? They said that they just have one more thing to review him on. So I said okay. So like what they said that now, I was like, so he must come out like tomorrow. So understand? So me did stop worry after a while, because I realized nothing really wrong with him. I went to check a stat. Normally when I go down there, other person's baby were in a worse situation, worse condition than what my son was going through. So me could understand their suffering too. You understand? When push come to shove, no. Guys, me not get to remember the dates then. Alright, when it was time for me to go home, after them check my pressure and everything, when it was time for me to go home, I told my doctor that I don't want to go home until my son is discharged from the nursery, right? She said okay, she let me stay in the hospital. Doc, I love you. A big shout out to Dr. Harvey. So she is my doctor and she took very good care of me. And most of them people over at the hospital, them don't have no manners. Just like I tell you before, say I go down to the nurse and the nurse I tell me about, she remember when them put my son on them something about me I cry them and say about me have tears of waist. Phew. Anyways, Dr. Harvey let me stay, but then they told me that my baby's been discharged from the nursery. I praise the Lord. Hallelujah. We did happy. So them said that night, they told me that I can go home. Next me say, really? And I didn't know, really? Next, I have to check if him can go home with me, even though he was discharged from the nursing, but he still have to ask. So then say, yes, he can go home. So fast me did up on a call with boyfriend at the time too. And him say I come and then he come, Jaja. Guys, I did happy, God know. I was so happy because, the hospital is very depressing. It is stressful too. And it's like every day I cry. Every friggin' day I cry because he's not there with me. And people around me with them pick me, I not have mine, and I start crying and stop my pressure. So yeah. Some of me tell you, yes, when me I talk to them, me I talk to the doctors them, I make sure not give no attitude or anything like that. I make sure I talk to them nicely so that they can deal with me good. You understand? And most of them don't do the good. By the way, I never did feel enough pain because they never send on no pain for me or anything like that. I'll be doing a story time on why I had the surgery done. You understand? That will be a different story time. So yeah, I now mix up this video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Do the usual. I'm not repeat myself every minute on that. Just do the usual and big up on yourself. So yeah, peace. I'm out.